Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is M, Super Coach and CEO of the Soul Focus Group. So super excited about the series that you are joining again, the Imposter Syndrome series. So many people I work with, coach, facilitate with, and facilitate for. I've trained thousands and thousands of people in the area of anti-racism and in the area of just life development and performance. And nothing gets in the way of performance, high performance, more than imposter syndrome. You see, if you are trying to please people, then you're also trying to manipulate people. And if you are making your life based upon like a beauty pageant, based upon a vote of what people think about if they're gonna like you or not like you, then you are already made yourself ineffective. So we know that the imposter syndrome makes us ineffective. You are not effective when you turn your life into a contest where everybody gets to weigh in on the decisions that you make. Your life is really not a democracy. But when you start treating your life as a democracy, when no one knows what's going on the inside of you but you, then you make a mess out of your life, because what you're doing is you're transferring your power to everyone else. So the imposter syndrome is us being in a stage in our life, or us operating out of a point in our life where we are transferring our power on a regular basis to other people. Now, for most of us, we're not even conscious that we are showing up as imposters, because it has become now a habit, a tendency, or a pattern in your life. Now, look in your life right now and start asking yourself, I want you to ask yourself, where in my life, I'm writing it down, am I showing up as an imposter? And I want you to notice that you have a habit of this. Now, what is a habit? A habit is what happened before happening again. Just so you're clear, I want to repeat it again. A habit is what happened before happening again. Now, I know you may have not, nobody you probably never heard that definition before, but just for a second, think about it. Isn't that what a habit is? What happened before happening again. Now the thing is, we create habits to do just that. We create habits that, especially habits that work, that we get the same result over and over again because we like the result that we got the first time when we started creating the habit. The problem is, there are other things that become habits in our life. And when it becomes habit, regardless if it's good, bad, or ugly, it's the thing that happens before happening again. So the imposter syndrome has become a habit. And there are certain places in our life where we are constantly showing up as an imposter. Constantly. And we are under the impression that we could just shift, turn it off, on and off immediately. Like, for example, at work, we are the consummate imposter. We wear a mask, we're laughing when things are not funny, smiling when we don't want to smile, and we're being polite and all this other stuff. This is where we operate this, and now this becomes a habit. And then we think that when we get home, we can just turn it off. And we've gotten to the point where we believe that at home we're authentic. And we have a saying, we say we keep it real at home. But if you notice and you listen very carefully to what we call keeping it real is not really keeping it real, it's more keeping it loud, keeping it low standard. Keeping it real is really about you accurately representing your internal reality and what it is that you really want in life in every moment. So when we say we're keeping it real, we're really just keeping it loud and keeping it low standard. Because if we were accurately representing what it is going on inside of us, what we feel and what we desire from life, our standards would constantly be elevated. You would see us creating things that we haven't created before, right? Now, so what happens is when the imposter syndrome becomes a habit, we have set up a habit in our life that's working against us. So we've installed a system, because a habit becomes a part of our system, part of our unseen system. It's like in the Matrix, the machine world. It becomes our machine world. Our patterns, our habits, and our tendencies are a part of our machine world. The reason why they call it the machine world, because these things are on automatic pilot. And the only way to change them is to get into the machine world and transform each one of them. You got to transform every habit into a new habit. You got to interrupt patterns and tendencies in order to install new ones. So we are constantly having to update our machine world so that it reflects more effective habits than we're practicing. Right now, one of the most ineffective habits we have in our lives is the imposter syndrome. If there's nothing else you do for yourself for the rest of your life, it is to uproot this habit, interrupt this pattern, and these tendencies whereby in certain parts of your life, you keep showing up as an imposter. So here's the question I want you to ask yourself. Why? Why do I keep showing up as an imposter? Why do I alter my natural expression? Now, don't you know that your natural expression has a purpose? Do you think that that purpose is important? Of course you do. You know your natural expression has a huge purpose in your life. Knowing this, why do you alter it? Why do you alter it? Why do you try to make yourself into something you think other people would appreciate, or other people would like, and it's not you? So what it's doing is you altering yourself is saying that you are rejecting you. So why do we alter our natural expression when our natural expression gives us the edge? Not over anybody else, it just gives us the edge. It gives us the opportunity to be in our lane where we are the best we can be in our lane. When I say our lane, I mean our natural niche, our place where our strength is, our place where we are on the path of least resistance in ourselves. See, that's why the path of least resistance exists. The path of least resistance does not exist outside of you. The path of least resistance is created the moment that you are 100% on your side. You are on the path of least resistance. Because the only real person capable of resisting you is the person that knows the plays that you're getting ready to run. And the only person that knows the plays that you're getting ready to run when you are being your authentic self is you. You're the person that's been interfering, getting in your own way, interrupting the calls, throwing flags on the ground, like on the football field, throwing flags and penalties on yourself, because you're the one that knows your next play. Nobody else knows your next play. You're the one been getting in your own way. So now imagine being on the path of least resistance where you are no longer in your own way. That you are operating on your own side. You are the one, your greatest cheerleader. You are the one. You see how important it is for you to be with you. So now, knowing that your natural expression has purpose, divine purpose, and that's order, I want you to work on not altering it, but leaning into your natural expression, leaning into it. What do I mean by leaning into it? When you see yourself starting to practice premeditation, premeditating what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, how you're going to, fix your lips to say things to people, how you're going to fix your words, I want you to step back from that and let your feelings unfold naturally. Now, my ex-wife, Dr. Stephanie Jupiter, coined this acronym, FUN, feelings unfolding naturally. When you find yourself not having fun, then you know you are not allowing your feelings to unfold naturally. You are going into the realm of inauthenticity. And the minute you go into the realm of inauthenticity, you know it because you're not having fun. You're not playing with your life. What I mean by playing with your life, playing with your natural expression. That's what we came here to do. We came here to play with our natural expression, to use it on the playground of life. Life is this big old playground, and the toy we came into this world to play with is our natural expression. And when you leave your toy behind, life can be very, very arduous and draining and more about duty rather than about creation and excitement. Bring your ball to the game. Bring your natural expression to the game and stop altering it. Stop trying to change it for everybody else and learn to see the value in it. Learn to see how important it is when you bring it to the table, because your natural expression is the key to your authenticity. I'm M, Super Coach, CEO of the Soul Focus Group. Thank you for listening.